let's celebrate, Sue.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate because finally, finally, we are over 500 subscribers. Let me look.
Yahoo.
We have 506 right now. And that may not seem like a lot to some people, but to me and Sue, it is a lot. And they
Yeah.
are all organic subscribers. There's none of them bought. So, there's that.
Yes,
You
there
know.
is. And that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know who we've got in here right now. We're waiting on a few people to get in here. Um, but we're going to do that tonight. We're going to talk about a few things. It was a flipping, oh, I need to turn my phone on silent. It was a crazy week, wasn't it, Sue?
Yes. Hi,
Um,
Bliss.
hey, Bliss, it was crazy anywhere.
Uh,
Bliss, if you want to come up, I can get you the link if you want to come up
yes,
here
it's
with us.
been yeah, it's been a crazy, it's
Yes,
just been crazy.
yes, it's been absolutely a crazy week. Hey, Pork Chop. Um,
Hey, Pork Chop.
so we are, thank you, Claire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think we are going
Hey,
to,
Claire.
we are going to keep a subject alive without bashing anybody. Um, if everybody catches my drift. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I'm a mod on the same channel as Claire. I'm so proud of myself. There you go, Pork Chop. So, yeah, we thought we would try that, because this past week has been, oh, it's been HELL. Um, I legit just walked in the door, just picked up a cat from getting tornadoed, I guess. Hey, KCG. And Moby, I legit just walked in the door, just picked up a cat from getting tornadoed, I guess. I'm exhausted. But if the mood strikes to come up, I'll let you know. Okay, Bliss. Anybody else that wants to come up, I can drop the link. Um, so, yeah, we're going to keep a subject alive without bringing up people's names. There has been a lot of back and forth and stuff over the past week. Oh, neutered. Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness. Um, Hi, Betty QS. Good luck, ladies. Big election I have to follow, so we'll watch on the replay. Thank you. We appreciate you stopping by. Um, I keep losing my train of thought. There's been a lot of back and forth, on YouTube. Well, I mean, we hadn't really done anything on YouTube. We've been covering, what do you call it? Well, oh my gosh, what do you call those things? We've been covering some JFK stuff and some conspiracy theories. That's what it is. Um, so yeah, that's what we've been covering for the past 2 weeks, I think. Sue had a lot going on personally, so we only did one stream last week, and I think possibly the week before we might have only done one stream. I don't remember, and Sue's got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Many of you here in the chat know that her Duke, um, their pup, not pup, he's a dog, but he's a puppy to them, to her and her husband. So he was sick and he was in he had to go to the vet and he was there for 3 days and he came home, and I'll let Sue finish the story.
He came home and like I think I told you guys before. I thought, oh Lord, we shouldn't have brought him home. And then the next day, he was a totally different dog. He was walking the yard. He was doing all kinds of good stuff. And he seemed to be, on the uphill. And yesterday, he just all of a sudden made a turn for the worse. He has this head tilt, and it's gotten worse. He will just like kind of go in circles, not sure where he's going. Quit wanting to go down the few stairs we have on the decks. We have had to help him. I find him in the bathroom down here. We have just like a little powder room down here and downstairs, and he's just standing there staring at the wall, like he knows, does not know where he's at. And find him in the dining room doing the same thing. And so we've made the decision. He's just not there. You can just see that he's just the life is leaving, So we have decided we are going to put him down on Thursday. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah. You're getting a lot of wishes, Sue,
You
here, a lot of people.
really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Because we've all, she made me aware back last week, and then I shared it on Twitter, just a little bit. And then we shared when he came home, and things were looking better for him. But obviously, Sue and her husband know what he's supposed to act like and stuff, and how he's acting and responding now. So I just hope everybody will remember them, the rest of this entire week as they go through this ordeal, because he's been with you since he was a puppy, right, Sue?
Yeah, we got him at 4 months old. Come on.
And I think he's either 13 or 15.
13. Yeah. Well, he'll be 13 in the 1st of June. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a long time, And
I've had my two, Duke and Opie, pretty much the same time. They're both 13, and so it's gonna be even hard. It's gonna be hard on Opie too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
For so long.
Yeah.
So at least we have Mr. Spaz Dog.
Let me say hello to Rose in the chat. Hello. And to Charlotte. I think Peace loves Charlotte. Yep, Charlotte. And then so she takes her other dog. She's dealing with her dogs right now. I think she had to take one of her dogs to the vet today to get shots and get his toenails clipped, and stuff like that. Well, when they do him, it was Opie. When they do him this way, they have to knock him out. Okay. So
no, it was Ollie. It's not Opie.
Okay, Ollie.
Yeah.
And she can finish the story. She just told me this before we came to air. So this is a happy story.
Okay, he's 2. He's almost 100 pounds. And he is the biggest baby. He hates his toenails cut. He hates anything like that. I can't even brush his teeth. I can brush my dog's teeth. No problem. They let me. They're just stand there like, oh, yeah, this is nice. Oh, I tried last night. Forget it again. I'm like, forget. So here they are. They're carrying him out to my car because, of course, they have to sedate him. He didn't like it. And, of course, and he's still all acting like he is just totally drunk. They carry him out to my car. They got him in, and then his butt end slid out. So they had to put him back in. He is screaming like a little girl. I mean, just, I'm like, oh my God, you're so embarrassing. You're so embarrassing. So he cried all the way home. Well, his butt end fell off the seat because he's so high on this stuff. So I called my husband as I'm pulling in, and I said, meet me in the driveway because you're going to have to get this dog out of the car.
Freaking, can you imagine it? And now, so she brings him in the house, and he's crying because they have to muzzle him, right?
Yeah, I have to muzzle him.
And so she said when they brought him out of the room or whatever that he was in, and were taking him to Sue's car, she said he was screaming and crying like a baby the whole way through the crowded waiting room. And Sue was like, oh my God, this is so damn embarrassing. And I thought, I would have cracked up.
I called my son on the way home. I said, listen to this. He goes, oh my God, what are you doing to my dog? He goes, I go, he's in the car and he's high as a kite because they had to sedate him just so he get his nails cut. and get a shot. I go, this is
Oh
what you
God.
left us with. he he goes, I'm sorry to laugh, Mom, but I said, I know it's funny, but I'm like cussing you out right now.
Oh God. It's
I'm
hilarious.
like, so then I'm like, oh great, I gotta take Opie in tomorrow, but I don't have to take him to the vet. He goes to the groomer and it's really good and he loves it. So
Oh,
that'll
good.
be a peaceful one.
Good.
Yeah.
Bliss
Oh
said she
God.
likes a giant dramatic dog. Um,
Oh, he is. He
so
is so
after dark, are you
dramatic.
getting the band back together? The band? What band are you talking about, Rose?
After Doc, are you getting the band back together?
I don't know what
I
you're.
don't know about that.
Yeah. And I can't even pronounce this one. Miss TikTok. Oh, Miss TikTok Girl Channel. Hi. Good to see you.
Hi,
Uh,
Charlotte.
and good night, I guess that means, or whatever. Okay. Um, So, hey, Joan Smith, look
Hey,
at this.
Joan.
Joan Smith is in the house having a party with us. You missed some good stories, but we'll tell them to you later. Yeah. And so Moby has her Max now, you know. She's so fortunate with Max. He just lays while I do teeth, nails, ears, and everything. Yeah, she sent me a
Yeah,
picture of him the other night. So,
my two just
thanks,
they
Tricks.
could care less. I'm doing their well, not their toes, but they're brushing their teeth. We
Oh,
also had at one time had a golden retriever. He just loved it. Oh, not Ollie. It's like chasing him around the house and sitting on him.
uh,
It's like, oh my
okay.
gosh.
Yeah, Rose, that's what we're doing is we are getting the band back together. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing. I guess you see some um, folks that you knew before you got offline in here, and that's absolutely what we're doing. We're getting everybody back together. So, what we were talking about earlier is all the back and forth that's been going on, you know, on Twitter, not on YouTube, on our end. This will be the first time I have talked about it in a while. So we were, you know, everybody knows who I'm talking about. If you don't, then you haven't been here for a while. And if you need to know, one of my mods can tell you privately because I don't want to throw names out there. Um, but there's been a lot of back and forth on Twitter accounts, and it's gotten really hateful. It's gotten really vile, and um, you know, people are getting hurt on both sides of this argument. And, you know, we just really, well, I can't really say that and mean it because I have been angry since last Thursday. And, you know, I told Sue and I told some other people that are here that I just could not go live until I had settled myself. We were going to do this last night and I was angry, angry, angry. And so I called Sue and I said, we're not streaming tomorrow night. We have also had to take down the stream that we had set up for um, Wednesday because we didn't feel that to do that at this point would be in our best interest. We will, however, um, be bringing that back just as soon as we feel like, you know, it's in our best interest to do so. There's been a lot of threats. Um, and, you know, when people are threatening you or anyone you know, that's when, you know, you just kind of have to back away from stuff. Um, and oh my goodness, Rose says she's been angry since the fall of 2024. So she gets me. Okay. Yeah. Is that why you left the internet, Rose, and you're just now coming back? Um, or, you know, it's a good, you know, question. I just can't do it though. You know, I just can't leave. I mean, I guess, eh, you know, like I'm going to use um Bliss Chris as an example because you know this is out there and it's everywhere. Her entire family um, got doxxed here, what, 2 weeks ago, Bliss, 3 weeks ago. Her entire family um, got doxxed. And, when you start bringing up spouses and you start bringing up children, that's not cool. Now, over on the other side, I'm not, in all fairness, evidently one of their children got threatened as well. It doesn't matter who you are, if you like somebody or if you don't. You just don't threaten children. You don't bring them up, into your stuff that's going online because, when it comes down to it, some of it's petty, you know, some of it, I mean, you care about these people, right? You care about the people. If we have to say on sides, you care about the people that you're on sides with, right? So you won't, um, uh, yeah, Claire. It's unreasonable. It's very unreasonable. Um, I was just doxed again about 30 minutes ago. Haven't said shit. Oh, Bliss. What the
Dang.
hell?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Bliss.
me too. Me too. Because, I mean, she has not, said anything. As a matter of fact, she left for a while. I don't know if anybody noticed, but she had left for a while. Um, and man, and I don't know Bliss real well. I do, I have spoken back and forth in DMs and stuff with her and stuff like that. But I mean, she's just one tough broad, and she tells you exactly like it is. I don't know if any of you have listened to any of her streams, but she
Right.
does, and she's very educated in what she talks about, right? So, Bliss, God dang, I am so sorry. Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, Tricks, that's who just did it to her.
Yeah.
Um, that's who just did it to her with all that stuff, and it was bad. So,
Yeah.
I haven't
That's
seen that
horrible.
Bliss on this one that just happened. Which, I mean, why do you want to keep bringing stuff like that up?
Right.
Um,
Right.
exactly. Whoops, Charla. It doesn't do any good to go offline. I've had 3 months at a time when I wasn't anywhere, and it does not stop. You're exactly right. You are 100% right. Um, yeah, she does tricks. She sure does. Let's see. Bliss says, all good, y'all. Thank you. It is what it is. I'm okay, truly. I just let it all go recently. It's out of my control, but I won't ever engage or respond. Yeah, yeah. I get that. Yeah. And you can do it so smoothly, just like Tricks here. Tricks is an amazing creator. Y'all need to go look at her or his YouTube channel and um, see what you think of it. Tricks, if you want to, if you could drop the link for your channel in the chat here, so anybody that has not ever doesn't subscribe to you or whatever can do that, like Rose and them. Um, that'd be great. That is ducked up. I know of Bliss Chris from modding for BX, and she has always been kind. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Rose. I do. Uh, and Claire, that is very true. Can't go anywhere without tipping someone's trigger. Oh yeah, you can't. That's right, Claire. I mean, I got a. I was and then still getting attacked every time I see anything. Every time I look at Twitter. Every time I look uh at YouTube channels, which I'm not going to sit here and say I don't watch because I do. I mean, you're stupid saying, "Oh, we don't go watch," but come on, really? I don't watch every one, but anyway, um,
I don't watch them.
I
I
know you
don't
don't.
unless I see them, and I have everyone blocked that I need to have blocked, and I'm good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just I just I can't do it.
Yeah, I
Can't do
know.
it.
You know,
So I go home in 3 more weeks.
I know.
I
I
just, I
know.
was like,
Uh,
3 more weeks. I get to go home and see my mama. See my mama.
I know. 90th, but she's going to celebrate. If anybody doesn't know, to
Yes.
celebrate her mother's 90th birthday.
I
You
made her
know?
2 shirts. Yes.
Yeah, she made some
I made
beautiful
her
shirts.
I made her a couple shirts. One that is for her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
The day to wear it says 90 and fabulous.
They're so
And
cute.
then
They're
yeah.
so cute. You're welcome, Trix. I don't ever care. Like, I know that there's Trix's channel right here. So if y'all want to click on that link, it'll take you right to her channel. Bliss or anybody else that wants to drop your channel links, Claire, anybody that would like to drop their channel links in the chat. Every creator that's in here is an amazing creator. Um, Claire covers trials and she has some um, fun lives too, but mostly Claire's got her head in legal papers all the time. Um,
Yeah, those are so good. It makes it
yes,
so much
yeah,
easier to follow a trial.
oh yeah, because I can't, you know, and
Yeah.
she knows her crapola when it comes to following those trials. So, Claire,
Yes.
if you want to leave your link, anybody that's got a channel, Bliss, Pork Chop, anybody. Oh yeah, that's true. Claire covers that show Black. It's a show, right? Black Mirror. Never
Yeah.
heard of it till I
Yeah.
saw Claire talking about it one day. So I need to go watch it because didn't y'all just do the first? Uh, it's probably a new season, isn't it? Uh, so anyway, I've not ever watched that, but Bliss, I'm with you there, Charlotte. TikTok isn't allowed in my house. LOL. Seriously though, I had it on my kids' tablets for about 5 days, and the worst stuff was coming through, even with all the parental controls. Yeah.
Wow.
So like my 38-year-old son is totally addicted to TikTok. I mean, it's crazy. And then my granddaughter has always got TikTok on too. So you've been knitting and crocheting a lot. Oh wow. Oh,
I wish I
perfect,
could
Rose.
knit or crochet.
I know I can't either. I've tried. Trust me.
My
Um,
grandma tried teaching me, and I just at the time I wasn't really old enough to, you know,
oh, to
have
appreciate it. Yeah.
yet to appreciate it, and I couldn't sit still long enough.
Yeah.
She was like, "Get out of here! You're on my nerves." Yeah.
Oh, me. Rose, I'm going to assume you're seeing the comment that Charlotte has left you. Um, oh, Claire's not in a hurry to finish the season. I no, Moby. I don't watch it either. I didn't even know what it was. I'm still not really sure of what it is. I don't have two left hands, Charlotte. When I can crochet a chain as long as you want it,
Yeah.
like 100 miles if I had to. But when you start coming back and you have to make stuff and then you're having to count and all the loops and swirls and all, no.
Yeah.
I just let me do the chains. um, yeah. I haven't either, Moby. So, what do y'all want to? Well, I guess we're talking about Black Mirror. So, let's see, Claire, would you like to come up here and tell us about Black Mirror? Because I don't know nothing about it, and neither does Moby either. So, if you want to, I can drop you the link. Um, it's a show, Rose, that Clairview covers. Um, if she wants to come up here, I'll give her the link and she can tell us about it. If not, then oh yeah, 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 that Reed trial, yeah, again. So, oh yeah, I don't mind Claire, because I want to know about that. Hold on just a minute. Let me get the link and put it right here. There you go, friend. Um, yeah, I'd like to hear about this, and I don't care for you taking over the stream, Claire. Um, we didn't have anything really we wanted to talk about other than to get our point across that we've already made, so we're done with that. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, I had a great summer tracking TS. The what? Let me let Claire up here, and here she is. Hi, Claire.
Hi. Okay.
Hi,
I,
Claire.
I just don't want you to get any crap because I'm up here, to be honest. Like, I'll
Oh,
just be
please.
boasting about it. Like, wherever I go, like, mm. But I am they call me the Brooker Hooker because I am Charlie Brooker is the one who does this series Mirror,
Uh huh.
and I am like infatuated with this style. I mean, when we cover it, we go into every single part of it. If you haven't seen the episode, I can guarantee if you watch our reviews, we will ruin it for you. Absolutely ruin it. We'll
Oh
tell you
no.
every part of it. No, I mean ruin it like tell you the ending, tell you all the plots, tell you the cinematography, tell you all the Easter eggs, tell you everything like about it. Like that kind
So
of
is it on like Netflix or something, or is it
it is
on?
it is Netflix, but if
Okay.
if you get out on the internet, you can watch it off of Netflix. I've heard there are places. I've seen people sharing links for stuff of it, out there.
Okay.
But it's in the seventh season now. It was tied up for a while. Charlie Brooker, just with episode 6, he had got his rights back uh, after season 5. He was with a different production company, and they were selling that production company to another one and everything. And so he was like tied up with getting his rights to everything, and he didn't want to put anything out with any other companies but his own. So now he started his own production company. They're writing, he's always written the episodes himself and all, but it's kind of like sci-fi dystopian, but not like I can't explain it. It
Hmm.
always has a tech feel to it. At least this season is going back to that. It has a take on modern tech. It's kind of fantastical that way, where it have to use your imagination, and then it gets into the human aspect of it and how that can affect your life, good or bad. But when watching it, I guess the common theme that I could tell you through all of the episodes, and I've covered every single one.
Uh huh.
Like I have a playlist on my channel. I've covered. I mean, I really love it. Like that's what I mean by take it over because I can't hide my enthusiasm for his work.
You're
Okay,
fine. You're
I
fine.
can't. There's no way to tamp it down. Like I felt like I was on a new kind of drug yesterday on a Friday doing it. Um,
Where do we watch that? Where do you watch it at?
I we well, it is on Netflix, but you can
Okay.
Netflix.
search for it. Like there are other links. And like, I'll be honest with you, like it's true now. Piracy is a thing. It isn't even called piracy anymore. It's called like drop it and it's out there on the internet. If you could put up with advertisements or
Uh.
stuff like that, you can find links to the show all over
I
all
Oh.
over
have
Okay.
the internet.
Netflix, so I'm gonna have to watch that. I
Yeah,
needed a
yeah.
new
Yeah, I
binge.
do too. I do too.
Yeah. It's and all the episodes are there all the way back to the beginning. Um
Okay.
I recommend if you've never watched Netflix before, don't start with season 1 and don't start with season 1 episode 1 or you won't watch anymore.
Oh.
It was that like shocking. It was that shocking. Like yes, it was anybody
Oh.
who watches Black Mirror will know what I'm talking about. But it always has, no matter when it comes out, the thing with the Black Mirror episodes, and you can watch them in any order you want, just pick one and watch it. And if you're into the kind of entertainment that has a now message, if you're looking for it, if it has a now feel, it doesn't get old. It doesn't matter it was 5 years old, 10 years old. um oh yeah, they did yes, that was Banderdash or whatever the movie was. Yes, we covered that one too, Moby.
Oh.
And you
Okay.
could change the ending. That was great.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Exactly, Bliss. It made you think like in a trance for the entire duration. At the end, your hubs. I believe it, Bliss, because it kind of takes you over. but there's
Wow.
always a human effect of technology. And I guess the common theme that I was getting at through all of the episodes is that technology is not good or bad. It's what humans do with it.
Yes.
Okay. All
That
right.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the people that follow me will know there's one episode, The Hate of the Nation, where they have these mechanical bees, robot bees, because they're trying to solve the bee problem. Remember when it was a big deal? Like the bees were going to
Yes.
die off the planet. We're all going to starve to death, right?
Right.
And like,
Yeah.
Right.
what are we going to do? There's going to be no bees. Well, before that even became a thing, Brooker had an episode on it. Okay.
Wow.
And they got the mechanical bees, right? But here's the thing. Somebody hacked into the mechanical bees and used them as a vendetta to carry out their own, like, you see what I mean? Like, carry out,
Yeah.
here's a good thing. We're going
Okay.
to save the planet with mechanical bees. The next thing you know, you got a mechanical bee crawling up your nose into your brain to kill you because they don't like you. It was not good. It was not good. And that episode terrorizes me. And,
Oh,
just
wow. Really?
and there's always these Easter eggs, like there's all these like little things that refer to them all. There's all this stuff. It's a modern dystopian Twilight Zone, exactly. Although it's not really dystopian like the end of the world, because just as an example, the one we just did on Friday, that could be anywhere at any time. It kind of had a 70s, 80s feels, like how they were talking, but it could be in any country, any couple. Like it's totally relatable. It's hard to pin down like the time that it happened and all.
Uh-huh.
But way back, if anybody is a fan of the old Twilight Zone series, which if you want to go back and watch some old TV that really rock your socks, that's one. That was the
Absolutely. Yeah.
same kind of thing. But it's like that. It's like modern like that, only really focusing on technology and science, and then just and when I talk about the robotic watchdogs. Oh my God, yes, Joan. See, these people know.
They do know. And I'm
They
sitting here
know.
like, I'm a dumbass. I don't know.
I had no idea you all knew about these. I'm feeling so good right now because I'll tell you what, I've been doing it for years. Black Mirror. I did Black Mirror when only 10 people watched it. And I don't care. It's still on my channel. I don't care. It only has 10 views. That's
Right.
it. It stay there. There's a playlist that I do what I love. And I love Charlie Brooker's work. Like there's something for everybody in Black Mirror. But it's
Uh,
one of those things you got to be ready to get kicked in the gut, because the one thing that Charlie Brooker likes to do is put it like so in your face, the point
uh-huh.
that it affects you. Like, at least me, I like entertainment that makes me think, that takes me out of my comfort zone, that
Right.
makes
Yeah.
me feel or consider something, or something I never thought of before. That's the kind of entertainment I like, and he's brilliant at it. Because I'll tell you what, Michaela, he builds teams that, just even looking at last night's in this first episode, he builds teams that through the cinematography and the director, they're actually making the point without you even realizing it. With the subtle cinematography, like with this couple with the feet, like how the feet, a couple in bed with their feet all close together when they're celebrating their anniversary, and then like a few years later, like the one's on one side of the house, one's on the other side of the house, and stuff like that. If you watch the episode, you'll know what I mean. But just
Wow.
just like that. I have to go back and try it again because the movie was that movie was awesome. Moby, it really was. It was innovative and different. And when we actually reviewed it, we had everybody watch it so many times that we had all the endings, and everybody got to talk about all the endings. It reminds me
That's
of
cool.
Jordan Peele is great. I love his stuff too, poor Joe.
Wow. So
I
y'all are
didn't
talking about
know we
people
all
I
had
don't
this
even
in
know.
common. I had no idea we had all this in common with
Oh
you
my
all.
gosh, it's great.
Yeah.
So when is the next episode coming out? Did you say, Claire?
Oh, for me to review it, you mean,
Yeah.
or for
Yeah.
Netflix? The whole series is out now on
No, for
Netflix.
you to review it. When are you reviewing the next one?
Well, I'm using a different co-host for everyone, and I got trial going on right now, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of involved in another series weekly right now, finishing up the 50th Law by Robert Greene and 50 Cent with MC Record, and I kind of donated a day of the weekend to that until we're done.
Oh,
We got 6 more weeks to that. So as soon as I can get the time down with
Uh-huh.
the next co-host for episode 2, then yeah, I'll have it out. But it'll probably be about 2 weeks or so. I don't have an exact date to give you. But if you
Okay.
want to get caught up, there's a whole playlist on my
Okay.
Yeah,
channel of Black
that's what I'm
Mirror.
gonna do.
Yeah, me too. Trick said she can hear your passion for it, Claire. You have
I
me
can help
excited to
it.
watch. Yeah, it's
Anybody
great.
anybody that's been following, well, Chicks, you might not know me well, but I talk a lot anyway, as they'll tell you. You get me up here, you don't have
I
a
don't
prayer.
care. I don't
So,
care. This is a great comment right here by Pork Chop. She told you we need to watch it like a book assignment, then report to Claire's channel.
That's right.
it's so great. I mean, I would love it, like any of you. And here's the thing, I love it so much. Like, I'm really into sharing it with everybody. Like, you don't have to have a channel. You don't have to, you know, you know, do it like a book report, like Pork Chop says. Thanks, Chop. Like,
That's
you
funny.
don't have to be
That's
that good
funny.
at it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Rose. I'm in the middle of that. I'm up to my
Yeah.
eyeballs in that, like right now, right off of Lori Vallow Daybell. Like, what
Ooh,
the heck
that
was
got
I
found
thinking?
guilty, ding ding. I mean,
Yeah. Well, what the hell was I thinking? I didn't even get a break. We had a guilty verdict
uh-huh.
Monday, and then I'm right there on Tuesday. Like Tuesday, we're doing verdict watch, and I'm splitting the day between live trial and verdict watch. I'm like, what? I have gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've gone crazy. I've gone insane. I don't know why. And I didn't cover the first trial because I thought like all the ridiculous. I don't like bad legal manners, and I don't like shenanigans. I don't like when people get personally involved in true crime,
Yeah.
like they insert themselves in that stuff. It's just not my style. I also believe
Yeah.
there's a place for everybody on YouTube. You know, you guys all know I say all that. Anybody can do whatever they want. Just don't hurt people. Well,
Right.
these
Yes.
cases, they're actually out there hurting people. They're giving out grand jury testimony. They're actually intimidating witnesses and nasty,
Wow.
nasty,
So
nasty
this
stuff.
this is Karen Reed, right?
Yes, Karen
Yeah.
Reed. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I knew. I mean, the first one was
Mm.
nasty, you know.
Yeah,
The
and
first.
this one is a little different because they got Whitey Bulger's defense lawyer as the prosecuting attorney for this one. Yeah.
Wow. You think she's
They-
going to go down?
you know, that's a tough one
I know.
because let's just say this, it doesn't really matter about evidence and everything. When it comes to the courtroom, I really do believe it's a battle of lawyering. Okay. And
Yes.
if everybody's on the up and up and the lawyering is good, then usually the evidence matters more than anything. But when there's shenanigans involved, like who knows? Like who
Yeah.
knows? Because I've seen some stuff going on in this case on both sides. I mean, nobody could say that the investigation was perfect. It was during a blizzard. Everything was that was
Yeah.
crazy. There was some shenanigans going on there too, and shenanigans going on with the defense. Like there's just so much damn shenanigans. Like who could
Yes.
call it?
I
If I
heard
was,
about the face rolling. Like, did they
yeah,
have to dig his face out, or did they roll him over? Because the
they did
what?
not roll him over. They've got okay. Here's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. There's like all these rumors out there, right? Well, they've got three first responders that responded to the scene, and he was on his back. They got two witnesses and Karen Reed that say he was on his back when they got there. So where does
Right.
that come from? Some YouTuber decides that that's a good angle to do reasonable doubt and to blow the thing up, and this is what everybody hears. You see what I mean? That's my perfect example right there, because they were the first ones to get to the body. He was on his back, you know, like
So is the Karen Reed trial the one where her husband was found outside and he was a cop?
yes, it was her boyfriend. It was a cop. They
Or
were
her
going
boyfriend?
to.
Okay.
They were all out together. His friends, whatever, who are all cops and affiliated. One of his friends invited them back to her sister-in-law's house, which is another big cop in the area, and that's where the incident supposedly, allegedly occurred, right in front of the house. He was gonna go in and see if they were really welcome because they had been arguing all day by text. They had like this stuff going. They weren't in the best part of their relationship, but that doesn't really mean anything. We all go through that kind of stuff. You can
Right.
have a
Right.
bad
Yeah.
day. I just suggest to everybody, if you have a bad day, don't text for 7 hours back and forth with each other as evidence if you're going to go out drinking that night in,
Yeah.
in a vehicle. Yes. And they were all drinking, and and it goes from
Mm,
there. There's contra evidence either way, but when I look at the evidence, I would say I don't think. I'll just be honest. I'll just tell you right out. As biased as it sounds, I don't think she meant it. I think
yeah.
the first time when they charged her with manslaughter, she should have just took the plea and admitted that she probably did back him over and he didn't go in the house, and that she didn't know she hit him, and she went home drunk. She was pissed off at him, and she didn't realize he was out there. And when she woke up in the morning and she realized he was out there, she freaked out, because obviously we were dealing with a person who was completely freaked out when she went looking for the body like hours later.
Wow.
It all just points to that for me, but they'll do anything to make you not think that. I don't think it's premeditated, but because of everything that was done afterwards to hide this, hide that, deny that, do that, they up in the charges based on what they found.
Wow.
And so
Mm.
now it's this mess.
It is a
But
mess.
mhm.
It's a
That's why,
big mess.
it just goes with me, like accountability. Like, just, take your nuts for, your noggins on, your knock on the head.
Right.
Accountability. It's always the easier way. Otherwise, some people like to roll the dice and say, they'll never find out. If they do, I'll deal with the dean. It's always
Right.
worse. It's always worse if they
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
It
You
ain't worth it.
I,
Yeah.
that's oh, it was I
Well,
think
the there is a problem with the investigation, right, Michaela? Is that what you're going to say about that? What Rose is saying about somebody said they didn't like her. There was the
yeah.
lead investigator. The lead investigator made a lot of mistakes. He talked out of turn. He was very unprofessional. In a group chat, he called her names. He thought she was guilty. He did not like this woman. He thought that she was
Oh.
entitled, whatever, and he let everybody know about it. And that's bad. He got fired. He didn't get
Oh,
fired
did he?
necessarily just for that. He got more than likely got fired for drinking while in on duty.
Wow.
Okay. And
Oh wow.
he would have got sanctioned. I'm not saying what he did was right. He would have got sanctioned. He probably would have got demoted or whatever for what he said about a defendant in a case or a suspect in a case. It was totally
Hmm.
unprofessional. Um, but there's a lot of things. I mean, they had one detective up there in the first trial. I saw a clip, and he couldn't, like, his report was like the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. And they make
Really?
a they make a big deal about them collecting, blood evidence in solo cops. But here's the thing: they're thinking it's a hit and run. They're not thinking it's a murder or anything like that. They're thinking it's some kind of tragic accident. They're not CSI. It's the middle of a blizzard. They're doing the best that they can. But now, in hindsight, it looks 100% more shoddy than it actually is.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, there's just so much about it, but I didn't mean to take over your whole
You're
stream of thought.
fine. We're
Yeah.
asking you questions now. They're wanting to know about if you are going to cover the Idaho. What is that dude? The
Yeah.
Kohlberger.
Yes, I am,
Kohlberger.
because obviously, Trix, I am a glutton for punishment. Absolutely, I am covering.
I want
Yeah,
to watch that one
because
for
because
sure.
that one, all you have to do to get a feel for that one is go watch the last hearing on my channel. I swear to God, the judge is holding his head as the lawyers are arguing. The judge is just holding his
Wow.
head, like,
Wow.
why did I draw the short straw for this one? Like, he just like, it's not good.
Oh
It's
God.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like you hear about this kind of stuff happens, every day, right? And it just amazes me how certain trials hit big,
Hmm.
with media and stuff. Like the Karen Reed trial. I didn't know who Karen Reed was. Did you? No. But I think it has a lot to do with um so many officers and stuff. Do you what do
It
you think,
does.
Clay?
I do. And I will say that her defense team did act like a big public relations movement. Karen Reed instigating that herself when she puts her money behind hiring public relations people to write protests and do all this other stuff. I mean, that tells you something. Like, what are you worried about? Like, what are you really worried about?
Right.
Uh, but then again, I can't really say too much because I am not defending myself in court. I am not the one that has all these allegations against me. Like, maybe I would do the same thing if I thought it could just get everybody off of me and leave
Right.
me alone and get my life. Like, if I'm afraid of being in jail for God knows how long. Yeah. And
Well,
especially
yeah.
facing a wall of blue, it's fairly easy to sit here and decide that everybody in authority is corrupt and wrong. That's a very common thing for people to do. And I
Yeah.
don't really I don't really, go that way at all, because in order for the conspiracy that they're putting out there to be true in regards to her being set up, that means every first responder, every police officer, every person that was at that party, and every expert witness is all conspiring against her because they don't like her.
Right. Yeah.
And I just find that hard to believe. I
Well, I
can't.
mean, I do too.
All right,
You know.
just think of like our friends group in general. Could we all, like, okay, could we all actually stick to the agenda for 3 years and not have, like, be turning against each other, stabbing each other in the back, somebody else going haywire and doing something else? There's no way it would work. There's
Right.
no
Yeah.
way that you
Yeah.
could keep, like, if the conspiracy that they put out there is true in the house, there's no way they could have kept that quiet
No,
with all
absolutely.
of
I
those
agree.
people in the house. There is just no way. It's just too fantastical a story. Do I think they have enough to actually convict, for murder, a jury to actually convict her of murder? I don't know. Like, if I was on the jury, I would
Yeah.
have some doubts, and all you need is reasonable doubt. But
Right.
that's the thing. I hate the lawyer shenanigans because you don't need to be ridiculous about it. Okay,
Right.
you
Yeah.
just need reasonable doubt. I don't need a fantastical conspiracy with all these other YouTubers, doing this and making up all these rumors and making up all these damn stories to have reasonable doubt.
Right.
Like, it's just crazy. And it's actually turning people against her, unfortunately.
Well,
It's
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was going to be what my next thing that I was thinking about is you are always, fair and you read the paperwork and, you study all that. You don't just, hey, Cassandra, um,
Hi, boo.
she summoned her with shenanigans, she said.
Yes, I see shenanigans, and there she is.
Yeah.
So you're always fair and balanced and all that good stuff, kind of like they say the Fox News
Nah,
channel is.
well,
But I didn't say that.
yeah.
No, I
I
didn't
would
say
say
that.
I would say yes and no about the fair and balance, because those that follow me know if something pisses me off, like bad legal manners
Right?
or
Yeah,
people overstepping the line, I'll get on that soapbox. Like, you'll know how I feel about it. I'll say sorry, not sorry. I'm going to be biased about this one. This is how I feel. Take it or leave it. How do you feel? I will
yeah,
let you say how you feel. I will let you, like, come on it, but
yeah,
sometimes it's hard. It's hard to stay, but I do try to stick with the facts. You're right. I
yeah. You
don't
do.
like I don't like the rumors and the gossip and all of that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to come up there and say something like, "Oh my God, it's Karen Reed," just the way she walked into
No.
the courtroom today. I
No, and I'm
can't
not a
stand
fan.
her.
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan, but you
Oh,
won't
I'm
hear
not
me say
either.
that. Although
Yeah.
my thumbnails might say that, I don't always pick the best flattering picture of Miss Reed when I put it up, or anybody. But I will say there is, you can usually see where I'm leaning, but I
Uh-huh.
am never going to put those rumors and all that on there. And
Yeah.
you're right there, Miss Porchop. I am not an armchair detective. I'm not about solving the crime. I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips and I've got it like that. No, I'm about just solving it, like let the court solve it. That's their job. I'm fascinated with the legal system. I want you to
Yeah.
see it from a jury's perspective and watch it, the good, bad, and the ugly of things that happen in the justice system.
Right. Yeah.
That's my thing. I actually admire the justices. I really am into those legal briefs and what lawyers can actually do, what a good lawyer can do
Right.
for a defendant,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
what a good prosecutor can do for a case,
Yeah.
and all about the judges, who have to hold that line and have to know the law and keep them both in balance.
Yeah.
It's I mean, we've got a great system. We really
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we do too, but I also think like uh, sometimes they get a little wacky, like
Mhm.
another thing that I've been following is oh my gosh, the Menendez brothers.
Oh yes, yeah. I have actually. I was for a while, but did they get their? They didn't. Did they get
Uh-uh.
released?
No,
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 no.
No.
they haven't
Mm-mm.
been released yet, and I guess there's a new prosecutor or DA or whatever, and I guess he is not as excited to let them out as what the other one was. Is
Mm-hmm.
the last thing I remember reading. Um, I don't really know how I feel about that. Um, they were sentenced to life, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they've been in. I mean, is a life sentence not a life sentence? Like when they say a life sentence, Claire, does it
Well,
mean for the rest of your life till you die in jail?
Well, it depends because there's mitigating factors and aggravating factors that affect sentencing. So when they say life sentence, it depends on the state. It goes from state to state. It could be anywhere from 25 to 35, 40 years. And it could be without the chance of parole or with the chance of parole. Like
Okay.
Lori Vallow Daybell
Uh
for
huh.
the death of her children and for the death of Chad Daybell's wife, Tammy Daybell. She got three consecutive life sentences without any opportunity for parole. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter if she lives to be 60, 70, 80, 100, whatever, she's in there. She
Oh
in
yeah. Well, she needs to be. I mean,
there. Right.
psh,
And then
oh
now Chad Daybell got life sentences, all three, but he's not ever getting out because he got the mitigating factor of the cruelty of the crime. He got the death sentence.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Hey,
Nikki
Nikki.
May, I have been trying to get in touch with you since like December. Glad you're
No
here.
way.
I have. I've been so worried about her. But
Mhm.
Nikki
there she
May.
is. There she
I
is.
know.
Yeah. So we've been discussing a lot with Claire from TV shows to trials and stuff. Any questions for Claire in the
Yeah,
chat?
because if there's no questions, I'm gonna pop off and let somebody else come up and
This is
tell you. I
funny.
don't want to take this.
It's Nikki fucking May. Oh my god. Oh, y'all are so funny. Um, do you are you excited for covering the the Idaho dude? What's his name? Um,
No, yes and no. I find it like I usually cover cases not because they're like really popular, but
uh
because of like some kind of hook, some kind of legal like
hook.
enticing
Yeah.
hook on it.
Uh-huh.
With the Idaho case, I was intrigued because as big a case as it was, there's four murders and all, the amount of information that we had on how they linked it all together was really circumvent. It was really not solid as far as I'm concerned. I'm learning that there's more. I am, but it like they came to it like so quick. And the
Yeah.
prosecutor in that case has such a laid back style, Bill Thompson. He's kind of old school. He talks slower. He's not what you would call entertaining in the courtroom.
Oh,
He's kind of business. And but then when they brought in these defense attorneys, like I thought Ann Taylor was an excellent attorney. Like she's very passionate about her defendant.
uh,
Now I think she's like one of the biggest like pains in the butt. No, like like some of it's getting ridiculous. But I'd have to
uh,
say that that's who I would want if I was, if I was
right.
accused of a crime. I would want somebody like that. They threw everything they could. I remember one day, Michaela, there were over 1,000 pages of filings.
Oh my stars.
She threw everything she could at the wall to stick in regards to trying to get this case thrown out, like everything you can think of. And
Oh,
it was, and not only that, it was well litigated. It was well documented with case law and studies, and like it was a lot. It was a lot, but this whole case is just a lot. But it's very emotional too,
yes.
and so I'm not excited because of that. because I want
Yeah.
victims' families to be represented, and then it's always so hard to see them in that courtroom day in and day out. Right now, I'm looking at the O'Keefe family, day in and day out with the court shenanigans going on, and just like, you try to put yourself in their shoes, like what they deserve their voice too, but they have to wait because at this stage of the game, everything's on the defendant, making sure the defendant gets a fair trial, making sure they get their say and they don't get, wrongly accused. And it kind of takes away a little bit in the beginning from the victims and the
Mm,
victim's family. And it's kind of heartbreaking, you know,
yeah. Uh,
yeah.
I saw that Charlotte had said in the chat that she was not going to be able to follow this trial because the 911 call, I guess, on this case really affected her. That it was heart wrenching. So,
The whole
uh,
thing is just the whole thing is kind of messed up. It
right.
really is.
Yeah.
Who keeps blaming shenanigans? Who?
I
Uh,
do. It's
uh,
always shenanigans. It is. Sorry about that, Grace and Mrs. Cassandra. It's always the shenanigans.
I guess
Yeah.
Rose has already left, but Rose, if you hadn't logged off yet, it was great to see you, and we hope you'll be back Sunday night.
That was really nice, wasn't it? That was a nice
Yeah,
little surprise there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful to you for coming up here. Cassandra, do you watch what's the name of that show? The
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Do you watch that,
You,
Cassandra? That's what.
you
Go ahead.
she was in she's Mrs. Cassandra's one of my moms. She's been with me forever. She was
Yeah.
in that chat. She was throwing curveballs at me. She was getting me ahead of it. She watched it, and I think I got her hooked now. I think she's now a fan because she used to just show up and not no. She knew everything about that episode. She was throwing
Oh.
stuff at me. She had
So
Easter eggs. Yeah, they were
She's
throwing
keeping you on your toes, Claire.
Oh, she knows.
yeah.
She's my Miss Mayhem. She always keeps me on my toes, no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She said she
I'm
watched
sure
this
she
time.
does.
Yeah. Mm.
I guess she just watched that one episode.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Nikki May, we'll get Charlotte to do us a country music trivia when she can
Mhm.
get that together. I think this Sunday night, y'all, we're going to be finishing up on the um, investigation into the 911 tape, the 911 that we were showing from that professor of science. I don't know if you popped in for any of that, Claire, but it's this is like a really, really well educated woman, like she's some great big professor or something, but talking about the way the towers came down on 9/11, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
fascinating. So we got about halfway through it. Yeah, it's really fascinating.
Is it on the channel? I have to go back and look. I don't
Uh huh.
recall hearing that one.
Yeah.
I do catch some of them, but I don't really catch a lot of people live anymore.
Yeah.
Because just because of my schedule, I'm either sleeping right after trial because I'm still up
Oh
all night.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I know.
know.
Yeah,
I
uh-huh.
know about
I
your
know, right?
hours.
I know you see me up all night, and then I'm
Yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning trying to get a stream going. Yeah,
I
recording.
think I think it was last Sunday's. Uh, the thumbnails just got a big green question mark on it, and it says something like, "What are we discussing tonight?" Or I don't remember. So anyway, I didn't give away what conspiracy theory we were going to be talking about, and then we
Fine.
just kind of dove right into it. So
Yeah.
I
and
will send. Yeah, if I can't find it, I'll message you to send me the link.
okay, that sounds good, Claire.
I
Listen,
mean,
I am so happy you came up here because now
yeah,
you've got everybody here gonna watch that the
Black
show
Mirror.
Black
Yeah, you're
Mirror.
all welcome. Yeah, come give me crap in the chat. Come
I
on.
will. I will.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
like the challenge. I definitely like to be challenged. I don't think I know everything. I want to know what you guys think about it. I want to know how it
Yeah.
affected everybody. I
Supposed
am
to be
just a fan.
Supposed to be stormy Friday, so guess what I'm doing?
I know.
I'm
Man,
binge
I'll be
watching.
I'll be by myself tomorrow. So I'm gonna see if I can't start. I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow. How's that?
Yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
There,
Claire.
see, look at that. We're infecting everybody. All right, I'm
Yep.
going to jump
Yeah.
down. Let somebody else. You got a nice full chat there. Let
Thank
All right.
somebody
Have a nice
else.
night.
Have a
All right,
nice night. Thank you so much,
ladies.
Claire.
I appreciate it. Okay, good night.
Bye.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay. What? Wait, hold on. So, Mean Girls. Am I right? Okay. I don't get it. I did see that today, though, and I still didn't know what that
I
meant.
did see that.
Or maybe,
Am I right?
Lord. RHB.
She alerts for the win.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I know
All
what
right.
that is.
Oh, God. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. Drop link. It's Claire's link, channel link been dropped in the chat, which maybe all of y'all know it, but let's go ahead and drop it anyway. So shit lords for the win. Oh my gosh, y'all are summoning the. Y'all are. Y'all are summoning. Oh wait, I know what this is. Okay. Yeah, I am. I am. I am a newbie. So, but one of y'all told me what that was one time. I just need to write it down. Just like I wrote my little saying down today, about keeping the subject alive without bashing other people. So, with that,
Yeah.
Nikki May, you weren't here when we first started, so we are celebrating over 500, our first 500 subscribers. I think we got like 506. So that was our celebrate tonight. And then the chat was just chatting about all the stuff that's been going on online. You got some catching up to do, girl. You sure do. You do. Ratchet Hoe Brigade is what RHB means. So, yeah, there you go. That's what we are. I keep saying, oh, yeah. Yeah, I do too. Okay, so I'm going to have to put that on my, yeah. And shit, Lord. Oh, okay. Yay, I know. Isn't it amazing? It only took us we're coming up on a year. I'm pretty sure.
Are we really?
I think. I'll have to look and check. Well, no, we shouldn't be. Probably like 2 or 3 months, maybe.
I know. I'm coming up on living here 2 years now. I'm like, dang, where to go?
Yeah, I know. So keep us up to date with Duke. I know you will, May, because I call you every day. So
yeah, I know. I will for sure.
Thank you, Pork Chop. Did you see it? That was made for me by Mocking Media. Made that intro for me, and I so appreciate it. Wear those labels with pride. We will. All right, y'all. I think we are going to say goodnight. We're at a little bit over an hour. Claire, again, thank you so much for jumping up here and sharing all that stuff with us. Now you've got us all hooked, and I will make sure, or try to make sure, that everybody comes over there and bugs you in your chat and throws splat at you. How's that? All right. Everybody have a good night.
Have a good night. Thanks. Everybody.
Bye, Sue.
Bye-bye. Bye.